What's up, friend, and welcome back to another episode of Solodiary. Warm fuzzy hugs to you and yours. Guys, it is still cold, so please keep warm and please keep safe because we still have the pandemic, going wild in winter. So please keep warm and please keep safe. Welcome back to my returning viewers. You know what's up, what's good, hey! And to my new viewers, don't worry, don't panic. This is just a platform where I had written down my thoughts and feelings, and I just get to read them out to you, share them with you, and we get to have a healthy conversation about it in the chats below. So that's basically what this platform is all about. It is a safe space, so you can go ahead and share your comments on whatever it is that I have to share right now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the quote. Okay, so please bear with me, guys. This quote is very personal. It is very deep. I wrote this at a time in my life where I felt like I had lost all my strength. And I mean, not physically. I mean, like just emotionally, mentally, I felt like I was out of it. So please just allow me to share this moment with you. Super vulnerable. But I feel like it is important to share because I know that with all of my solo diary entries, one person relates to what I'm saying. So thank you. let me read it for you. Lately, I've been battling with the word strength. I've been misplacing feeling it when I shouldn't and not feeling it when I should. I know I'm not the only one that had to put a smile on their face just to pull through the day and cry myself to sleep at night. Strength is idolized, and sometimes it's really tough to feel vulnerable and sad with or without a reason because you come off as weak and unnecessary. When is it too much? Or when is it not enough? My point is, your sacred and most honest place to be, to draw strength from, or let your guard down, is wherever you feel safe. Wherever your heart, mind, and body are at peace. In a constant, confusing world, be your own peace, strength, and vulnerability. Give yourself permission to feel it all. It is okay. It really is okay. Give yourself permission to feel it all. When is it too much? When is it not enough? What is it that people want from us? What? Because when you share, you are oversharing. When you don't, you are isolating. You are disassociating. When is it too much? When is it not enough? So how I overcame that moment where I felt like I had lost all of my strength was constantly repeating these questions like how I'm doing it now. And I realized that the more I ask myself that question, the more I allow myself to answer it, because I'm not asking it for somebody else to answer. I am asking it to myself, within myself. So immediately, me being a problem solver by nature, I asked myself these questions and I immediately tried to come up with answers. Okay, when is it too much? Maybe sharing about this, sharing about that is a bit too much. Maybe you should try to figure that on your own. When is it not enough? Maybe being in a safe space with that person, whoever it may be, whether it is God, your spirits, whether it is a therapist, a friend, a family, a parent, whatever it is, whatever your safe space is, and maybe you are not sharing enough in order for them to help you, just not in the sense of advising you, so to say, but maybe just being that hearing you out and just consoling you in that moment, in your moment of vulnerability. What helped me a lot was friends. Oh, my friends are rock stars, guys. These group of females literally, and I mean, I have a very tight, a close-knit circle of friends, right? People that I genuinely call my friends. And I spoke to each of them individually. I didn't want the whole group thing because I wanted to get different perspectives from different people. So I spoke to each of them individually, and man, these women filled me up with so much. They basically just, simply put, they just reminded me who the fuck I am. They just did that in simple, plain English. So as I was going through it, they were like, look, we're gonna give you your space, I'm gonna give you your space as my friend, but don't you ever forget who you are. And having that in the back of my mind while I was going through it, it really helped me. It boosted me really, because I would feel my feels, right? When you have that moment when you're feeling your feels, and then you're like, okay, I identified this. I wasn't doing this before. So how do I resolve it? How do I fix it? Or how do I go about it? How do I deal with it? And then you get the answer to that. And then you're like, man, I am the shit. I am that person. So they really, man, my girls carried me. Kudos to you guys. I don't want to name your names because this platform and how, but kudos to you. You know who you are. Each and every one of you. I love you to the death of me. To the death of me. Love you guys so much. Thank you. You guys really, if I have to say it, you guys really saved a life. You guys really saved a life, because I was down, man. I was down, I was broken, I was there. So they literally just all, reached out and they just pulled me out that gutter. So thank you to each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. I love you all so much. I just want to remind you that even at your darkest hour, even in your lowest moment, you can draw strength from so many things around you. Things like watching Mwwaahh solodiaries right now. I don't want to make a joke out of it, but I want to believe that there is someone that is maybe feeling a bit down and low and blue, that is watching it and sees a smile from a stranger randomly. You don't know me, I don't know you. You see the smile and you're like, oh my gosh, okay, this person is interesting. And you continue watching, you're like, wow, I'm not the only one going through it, hey? I don't even know this person, but this person is going through exactly what I'm going through. You having to say that just by watching my solo diary videos is super important, and that is exactly the kind of impact and the kind of influence that I want to have in somebody's life. I am not a counselor, I'm not a guidance counselor, I'm not a licensed therapist, I'm not even a therapist in training. Really, I am just a regular schmegular girl from a small town called Okahanja that is just going through life like everybody else. I just chose to share my experiences on this platform so that you watching this might be able to relate to it, and you might even get something meaningful from this. And with all of that being said, that concludes this episode of Solo Diary. So what do I say in closing? Say it with me. You're not saying it. You need to say it with me, friend. Okay, I'll start. Just remember that no matter what you're going through, there's always something to be grateful for, and it is always a good day to what? To have a good day. Okay, I did not need to end such a vulnerable episode on such a high note, but welcome to Solo Diary. You never know what you're gonna get, so All right, guys. Peace.